Yeah.
If you had to grade this admin for like F is a fail, A is a good job, where would you grade them so far
Foreign policy?
on everything? Like, just how happy are you, I guess, with how the Trump admin has gone
That's
so
a good
far?
question.
I'm assuming that
Good
as of right
question.
now, if you could re-vote, you would still vote for Trump over Kamala.
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
I would still vote for him over Kamala. I'd give him a C right now.
Okay.
Like a C, C minus, depending on the day.
Okay. And
Right
then
now.
what are you looking for by the end of the 4 years to be like, either I'm glad they finally got this done, this is like they are up to a B or an A, or versus like if they did this, they're like, this was too much, like fuck them, they didn't get this done or that done.
You know, I'm really open that we can like de-escalate or end the conflict in Russia. Or sorry, in Ukraine, and like kind of, you know, make some type of diplomacy with Russia. The Middle East is cooked, man. Like it's like we've just like completely enabled and emboldened Israel to conduct a bunch of bullshit. They're gonna attack Iran again. That ceasefire is bullshit. So, yeah. The immigration is okay. I think us spending money on going after anti-Semitism is retarded. But yeah, but I like the murder rates are down, which is good. The FBI is actually getting out there and like doing real shit versus sitting around and doing, you know, let's chase terrorists all day. JTTF never does anything. So it's good that they're actually out there doing shit, helping out with the raids. So, you know, I think these are all good things. Crime is down in general, but yeah.
Same question to you. Where do you rank this administration?
F minus. Obviously.
I knew you'd say that.
Yeah, of course. You know, it's interesting though, because like whoever is like the administration, like the side that's in power, like now the Dems are like going to come at us, right? Like the progressives, like they've been cooking Trump on this Epstein file thing for the days now, right? So I knew it was coming.
Everybody's cooking them on it, right?
Yeah, and then
It's
when
just
we bombed Iran, they came at us again. Like,
I mean, this was the guy who said no new wars, no new wars.
I know.
Over again, right?
I knew you were gonna fucking.
Sure. I mean, I think the Eric Adams stuff in New York that's just unbelievable.
He was cooked as soon as he took money from the Turks.
Well, I'm saying the fact that the Trump admin basically blackmailed him, and they're like open about it too. We're like, we're gonna delay all the prosecution until after the election.
They pardoned him, dude. They pardoned him.
But it was the pardon with prejudice only came because that's the only thing the judge would approve. Because he's like, we're not going to do this, you know, without prejudice. You can pursue it again.
Basically,
if you win the election.
Allow the ICE raids to happen. Don't give us a hard time in New York City.
That's insane. All of the
I agree with that. I think that was stupid. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why the U.S. attorney resigned for that shit.
A lot of them resigned.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
She was like, I don't want to be involved in this.
Yeah. The writing executive orders targeting people. I think you want to talk about lawfare. I think that the legal stuff has been insane. Trying to sue like Seltzer because he's not happy with the Iowa polls. All of the weird lawsuits. Like I used to argue against conservatives all the time where I'm like, it's not your First Amendment right to be on social media. Now Trump is like getting all these settlements from his friends who are like, oh, because he's suing like Twitter for banning him because he's saying that violated my First Amendment right.
It's because they were colluding with the government to ban him.
These are that's not what they were alleging in the civil cases. They were just saying that like his First Amendment right was violated and that's why they banned him. And so they were like, and he got payouts, he got settlements from like 6 different big companies over dumb shit like this. Was it ABC or NBC where the guy was like, he raped?
I know he signed the executive order, basically like the government can't collude with social media companies to, you know, censor U.S. citizens.
Sure, I guess. Although that never happened, but
yeah, I mean, he signed it. That doesn't mean it gets passed. But
no, I know. No, I'm saying that the collusion with the social media companies, with the FBI and all that shit, never really happened. Like none of the Twitter files showed that.
Oh no, I wasn't referring to that.
Sure,
I was referring to him signing the executive order in general.
Sure. Trying to get rid of birthright citizenship through executive order is crazy, I think.
Yeah, I don't even know because I was keeping up with that, but I didn't like. I don't know where it's at right now.
That's going to be litigated. For
I
like
know
10 years.
I know a judge like tried to block it. The last I read.
Yeah, that block went away. So now basically it would be no more birth by soil for until the courts figure it out, which could be 5 or 10 years. So who knows?
Wow.
All the things with the tariffs and the trade deals that aren't materializing, I think it's been a fucking disaster. Blowing up a relationship with.
I think the tariffs idea is good if implemented properly, but the problem is that they just winged it, dude. Like that's the issue. Like,
and especially like it's too many contrary positions. Like if you want to fight with China because you think that's the number one enemy, fine. But then that has to coincide with the strengthening of our relationship with Canada and Mexico. We can't be fighting with everybody at the same time.
Yeah. Well, the other thing too is like, and I know this. I forget where I read this, but like when he first announced the tariffs. A bunch of companies said, "Hey, we want to have a meeting with Trump at the White House." They showed up.
They want to get reprieve.
Hey, we will go ahead if you're serious about this shit. We'll bring trade back here and we'll start bringing factories, but we need you to commit to this for like the whole time you're here,
years at least.
Like and they couldn't give him a commitment, so it was like, oh my god. So like, what is going on with these tariffs? Is this more of a negotiation tool versus like actually trying to bring trade back? Because like if you're going to do the tariffs, you got to do it right. And the thing is that they just winged it, dude. I think if you do it properly, it absolutely can work.
Maybe. But then
the other thing too, also that's like a big red pill that people don't know is like you can't be a huge consumer, but then also become a huge producer. Because if you're a huge consumer, Well, if you produce it, and you have the reserve currency, it's too expensive to produce it. Does that make sense? You have to ship it off to other places so that you can continue to consume at the rate that you consume.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, it's complicated though, because there are benefits to that.
A Triffin dilemma is what it's called. Basically, you have reserve currency, you're always going to have trade deficit.
But there's a benefit to that as well, in that we can fund a lot of our government without having to do like exorbitant interest rates, because there's always going to be people who want to buy treasury bonds and shit because everybody's holding USD. So
yes,
yes.
That's why Japan started selling their shit, and we were like, they had to back off on the tariffs. Yeah.
I can joke, and Myron can joke on Twitter, because we're just random retards on Twitter. The president joking about like invading Greenland and invading Panama and Canada's a 51st state. Like, that's really spooky shit to hear from a guy who is otherwise also like very fucking unhinged. So I mean, like, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of not great shit, I would say.
Yeah, no, it could again, I don't know where the fuck that shit came from, but I think that a little bit of Elon in his ear or whatever.
And being really obsessed with the South Africa shit for like 1 week, because Elon was probably talking to him about the white genocide stuff. And
yeah, well, he needed to pivot after the H-1B visa debacle.
Sure.
He needed to pivot after that. What's your thoughts on Elon?
I think he's one of the dumbest motherfuckers I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't know if the ketamine like drilled a hole in his prefrontal cortex and he's like a 85 IQ and dropping every day. But
I hate to say that I agree with you on that.
Really?
Yeah,
it's interesting. Like, if you look at older videos of his,
Elon pissed me off, bro. Like big time. Like fucking. Go ahead. I'll give my grievances after.
No, like if you look at older videos of his, it seems like he's like, he doesn't talk as like eloquently, but I don't know how to explain this to people. But there's a way when somebody's speaking, even if they're like a little autistic, like they're searching for words because they understand the concepts and what they're talking about. And now Elon is just like, it sounds like a meme, but it says something. If I were to lie to you, okay, about my gym numbers, okay, if I were to my gym numbers, if I were to tell you, like, listen,
you go to the gym though?
What? Sometimes. If I were to tell you like 3 months ago, okay, I could put up like for one rep 225, okay?
Yeah.
It's
I'd be like, no way.
Maybe, but like it's
picture it didn't happen.
Sure, but if I were to tell you I was doing 405, not like, it doesn't just say that I'm lying. It says I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
When Elon Musk paid somebody to boost his Path of Exile account, whatever.
Oh yeah.
But when
that's what him and Osman were fighting about, right?
Asmongold, yeah.
It was him and Osman
fighting. When he streamed it, and then he started talking through his gear, and it's like, not only are you like, sure, you paid somebody to boost it, whatever, but you think that you can lie about that in front of a bunch of nerd gamers who are grinding 18 hours a day on this? Like, it says something about your mind to be that fucking arrogant and stupid. And well, and like this America First Party, I don't think Elon realizes, all of his political clout was on loan from Trump.
Yes.
Without Trump, this America First Party is literally going nowhere.
It's cooked. And that's why he's trying to siphon off, I don't know if you noticed, with Thomas Massey, because Thomas Massey has like a very...
was it on the Iran stuff that he was mad on Trump on?
No, the big beautiful bill.
Oh, it was okay.
And I was explaining to you, like, I see why he's mad, because literally Tesla stock dumped. Most people that drive EV cars are Democrats and progressives. Conservatives. Most of us think like, EV, what the fuck, like environment.
Regardless of size, most business leaders, like, getting into politics is just not good for business.
It's not.
It's not. No matter what. Yeah,
it's terrible. So like he lost billions of dollars in net worth to support hundreds. Yeah, like literally to support Trump. And then he passes this bill. He's like, dude, what the fuck? I put all this work in, and you're just like undoing it with this bill. So obviously I can see why he's mad. But yes, I see your position where, dude, when you have money like him and whatever he has, fuck you money, like no one ever tells him no. So like you were saying, like the degree of mindset you have to like lie about something so fucking trivial says that you literally probably think you're a god and you're a weirdo. But dude, that's all these idiots. Peter Thiel, Alex Karp, whatever. Anytime I hear these tech guys talk, they're fucking weirdos. They speak in a strange manner. Nothing makes sense. They don't say anything.
Something from that software world was weird.
Dude, they're retarded.
I didn't know if like I was either getting like arrogant or
Have you ever listened to Alex Karp talk?
I don't think I've listened to him talk, but I've listened to a lot of the crypto guys talk.
Painful, dude.
But I listened to like
say anything.
Okay, I listened to 10 minutes of Bezos on Lex because I'm like, are all these guys fucking retarded? Bezos knows his shit. That sounds like a guy who like did shit in his life. I'm like, okay, this guy seems like he understands something. Listening to all of the who's the one guy? He looks like fucking Notch, the Minecraft maker.
Peter Thiel, retard.
There's another Mark Andreessen or whatever. Yeah, these guys are all like. And like they talk, like they think that, It's like when you meet some kid who's like, oh, I've got like net worth $5 million and I'm 25 and I can coach you on like finance. Like, oh, wow, how'd you make your money? And it's like, I bought Bitcoin and forgot about it. And like, bro, you got lucky.
Yeah.
Cash that shit out, shut the fuck up and go be happy that you got lucky as fuck because you don't know anything about what you're talking about. And like, the whole tech world feels like that sometimes.
Yeah, and it's even worse because they can't even talk properly to like make you think that they're intelligent. They're retarded. It's a bunch of word salads. So
yeah. They don't have any of the charisma either, which is a thing they're not realizing. Again, Elon Musk is a weirdo. Like that's a guy that conservatives will not like without Trump.
Did you see him at the event where he pulled out the chainsaw. I said, the chainsaw's a bureaucracy. And I was like, this guy's so
Was
fucking
that the same
cringe.
one where he had the sunglasses on?
Yes.
He was high as fuck for that.
Dude, yeah. Dude, like, and he couldn't get, people don't, like, you probably know this, he couldn't get a clearance for a long time. Like, you couldn't get a clearance because he does drugs.
Kind of me, right?
I feel like the cringiest thing I ever had somebody point out to me, you know that jump he used to do all the time, right? When he would jump on stage?
Oh, yeah, and his belly hangs out and shit.
Do you know why he does? Do you know why he does that fucking jump?
Why?
He's making a fucking X.
Oh my God.
And if you go and look at picture after picture, I'm like, oh
Wait,
my
how
God.
do you know that?
Somebody emailed me like, bro, look at like, there's like 10 pictures. He's trying to make the X when he jumps. And I'm like, oh, fuck. That's why he looks so fucking goofy. But his kid, that one with the weird name, he calls him X. That was the first letter. He bought that X domain in like 97 and he renamed Twitter X and SpaceX. And he's like a retard. He's like an actual retard.
Yeah, just one of these like people that like thinks they're God, dude. Like, you know what I mean?
I was talking to Joe Rogan on More Gamer Shit. He's like, yeah, pro gamers should, like everybody that does surgery should learn how to play pro games because he said they have a 20 millisecond reaction time. And it's like reaction time for humans is like, I think 120 is the theoretical max because that's how long it takes for the ion channels to trip, like 10, 20 milliseconds. Like to even say that you've never played a game in your life because it's impossible to react to anything. Like,
Yeah.
He's just so.
He'll talk about things that he doesn't know about in an authoritative manner, and then anyone that actually knows what the fuck they're talking about, like, what the hell is this guy talking about? But it's so nuanced that only a small group of people will know about it to call him out on it. And then if you do call him out on it, you're like, oh, shut the fuck up.
But then
like,
now it's because he jumped into so many different topics. When he was talking about Twitter, he's like, yeah, some an actual software dev hopped on and he was like, we need to redo the whole Twitter stack. And the guy's like, what do you mean when you say that? He's like, well, we need to redo all of it. And the guy's like, what part of it don't you like? And he's like, well, you know, the whole thing. And he's like, walk me through it top to bottom, Elon. And he's like, get this asshole out of the call. You have no clue what he's talking about.
Just need to do a total rewrite of the whole thing.
Wait, seriously, a total rewrite. That's your prediction for velocity.
Yeah.
Well, when you say a total rewrite, do you mean starting with the skeleton or a bunch of engineers sit down with a whiteboard and say, what is Twitter? Revolution or reform?
I just mean like literally like there's like you could either try to amend the crazy stack that exists or rewrite it.
But when you say crazy stack, what do you mean? Like break it down.
Have you seen George's like diagram?
No. I mean, like, what do you mean by crazy? No, seriously. Come on, buddy. Come on.
Who are you?
What do you mean? Who am I? I don't know. You gave me the fucking mic. I got no.
I didn't give you the
mic.
mic.
Whoa, I'm doing the mic, and let's keep it civil in my space.
I mean. Yeah.
Like what? No, man. You're in charge of the servers and the programming, whatever. Like what is the stack?
Keep things technical in my space, please.
Take me from top to bottom. What does the stack look like right now? What's so crazy about it? What's so abnormal about this stack versus every other large-scale system on the planet, buddy? Come on, give it to me.
All right. So first off,
amazing. Wow, you're a jackass.
I don't know why he keeps like having him on. Like he's just fucking but yeah, he's a fraud, dude. Like Greg Reese like did a whole thing on him, like exposing like everything that he did is like other people did the work and just comes in and takes credit for it.
Have you seen the videos of some people in like these self-driving cars where they like stop in the middle of the intersection? It's like, oh, I guess we have to get out now because they I think it was in Austin. They started trying the Tesla self-driving.
Oh yes,
taxi.
yeah. That's fucking retarded, man. Yeah, everything is cooked. But I like, again, as critical as I am of him, I know why he has a right to be pissed off with the whole Trump thing, like with the big beautiful bill, because like he put all this time and money into Doge, didn't get paid for it, lost hundreds of billions of dollars in net worth, and boom, like nothing to show for it.
Yeah,
literally nothing to show for it. Investors all pissed off. You got to go back to work and work a full work week, like. Yeah, cooked.
I know you mentioned video games. You guys disagree strongly on video games. Last time you came on the show, you said you got to make $100K a year to start playing video games as a man.
Yeah, I don't think a guy should even bother with playing video games unless he's making 6 figures a year. Because like you're not making 6 figures a year and you have too much free time. You need to make at least 6 figures before you play any video games.
Do you agree with that?
No, I think you should life has to be a balance. Some people are designed to fucking grind. I remember the first time I went to the fucking Fresh and Fit studio, this fucking autistic retard, he's walking around like every camera adjusting everything, and I'm like, he's got like the grind, like this guy will stay up like 16 hours a day learning whatever he needs to learn. But for a lot of people, you need like a little bit of free time. The problem with gaming is just it's a thing that's easy to overindulge in.
Right.
And like if you're playing, like 8 hours a day and you're doing whatever.
And that's the problem, because it's a slippery slope, dude. Like they don't have the discipline to go out and work. So like, do you think they're gonna have the discipline to like, oh, I've been playing for like 20 hours. Let me like get up and do something. It's like, no, make the money first, learn the discipline there. Then like you can go to play video games.
Yeah.
I mean, I think a bit, this will actually add to your argument here. Like the reason why so many guys like struggle with women is because they're fucking losers. Like, let's be honest here. Like they're not achieving what they need to achieve. And, again, though I'm critical of feminism and women being hoes and everything else like that, a big part of it is like, well, I got to make my own money because a lot of guys are fucking losers. So
Sure.
That's why, because dudes are lazy.
Yeah.
So
and it's hard nowadays. Like we don't talk about it as much, but when it comes to technology, like the issue today is like you are competing. Like this show, everything else, you are competing with everything else in the world at all points in time because of the phone, right? Everything you do, you have to be able to capture somebody's attention away from a game, from a phone, from whatever else. And it's hard without, you have to discipline yourself at an early age to not be sucked into that, because video games are designed, it's like gambling almost. Like it's optimally designed to suck as much time away.
They're way
you finish
worse
like
now.
a Call of Duty game, and it's like, I just got 47 experience towards this gun, and I got 27 battle points towards my past, and I got 48 things through here, and I got to queue up to the next fucking game. And it's like,
I'm playing Marvel vs. Rivals. Like, I can see why people get addicted to it or whatever.
Yeah.
But I always play it like after I'm done streaming and everything, and I'll play it on stream, so it's like makes sense.
Sure.
So like I set up like little things here to make sure I don't like fuck myself up.
Yeah, you guys monetize it when you play video games.
Yeah, I do it. Yeah, like if I'm
But
gonna
even
play.
if not, like I view games are kind of like drugs. I think drugs are like good. Like it's like a recreational like enhancement thing. But if it becomes like habitual, it's not good. Like I don't think there's anything bad about it. If you want to smoke weed on the weekend, or if you're hanging out with friends or whatever, that's one thing. But if you're doing something every single day and it's like part of your routine, that can get really scary, I think. Yeah.
So let me ask you this: what are your views on like feminism now?
Probably the same as they were before, except I hate women a little bit more now. So. All I say is when I hook up with a chick, I'll be like, "Did you vote Trump or somebody
Would you
else?"
agree that women suck
And
at
if they
most?
vote, if they
Would
voted
you
for
agree
Trump,
that
then
women
I'm
suck
saying,
at most things? Then
like the women suck at most things. I probably would, but I'd also say men suck at most things. So
Okay, well, I think women suck at most things. It's give you credit. All the girls that try to do what you do, they suck at what they suck.
When I hang out with progressive women, usually they like the fact that I'm more aggressive or masculine coded or whatever in my demeanor. When I hang out with conservative women, though, they're like, I like somebody who's not like a fucking loser, because like conservative guys will say like all these women are sluts and hoes and shit. But it's like if you're a conservative woman and you walk into an area and you're like, okay, well, where are all these like good conservative men who are working hard, saving themselves, like doing all this other shit? You can't find them either. So like we all deserve each other.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a fine, because a lot of guys like, subscribe to the whole, feminist ideology, egalitarianism, whatever. So I think that's a big problem for women, because on one end, they want to be strong and independent and be their own woman. But at the same time, it's like, well, I want a guy that's going to have conservative values. And like, unfortunately, the two are difficult to mesh together, because like a guy that's conservative, that's more traditional, typically isn't going to want a girl that's more, independent and believing in feminism and egalitarianism.
Maybe if the Orthodox APAC people buy out the whole government, they can push us towards a more traditional lifestyle.
Well, they won't accept any of us. We're all goyim to them. Like they're gonna be like, we got to end them all. So it is what it is.
Could you be with a liberal, and Destiny, can you be with a conservative, dating wise?
Like a real relationship or just
Real relationship?
Nah,
It's a deal breaker for you.
I wouldn't be able to, because like she would think she's equal to me, and I have to remind her all the time that she's inferior.
It really depends on like
I'm glad that Destiny's wore red pill a lot of women though. This is fucking like, you don't understand how excited I am.
It really depends on like, I think on where the disagreements are. Like I think there are some things that you can get over, and there are some things that you probably can't. Like if you've got somebody who's genuinely massively pro trans with somebody who's like massively like super racist or something, I don't know. Like these people are probably not going to get along meaningfully. And then it depends on how far you go in the relationship too. Like I could be with somebody probably who's like Christian or religious, but like if we were to have kids, that would get a lot harder, because it's like, like how, yeah. So
kids
I don't know. It depends. I don't think you need, if you need 100% ideological alignment with your partner, I think that's a problem. You should be able to have some disagreements, but it's going to have to be certain types of disagreements. Like some are irreconcilable and others are, yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, like, again, yeah, small disagreements here and there, but yeah, I think in general, the man's worldview has to prevail over the woman's worldview. And or if she, let's say she doesn't have those worldviews when you guys first meet, at some point she's got to be amenable to change her mind. Because I think if the woman's worldview dominates the relationship, you're cooked. That's what I think.
I disagree. I think
you disagree with that?
I don't think there's going to be a meet in the middle, but I mean,
you think meeting in the middle is the way to go?
Probably, yeah.
So my only problem with like meeting in the middle, maybe it's because I'm a raging misogynist, I don't know. I think women are inferior to men. So I don't think like, and when I say this, I mean it like from a relationship paradigm, like not from a human rights perspective, but like from a relationship paradigm. Like I look at it like if she's the authority and she's the one leading the relationship, it's just inevitably going to lead to problems. Whereas like if it's your frame, like it's more natural for it to follow you. Does that make sense? So like versus.
I mean, it depends on real quick. When are we supposed to be out of here?
We got 6 minutes.
Okay.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. When it comes to like,
this might be opening up a can of worms then.
Yeah. It has to be grounded out in examples. Like I don't agree with that, like leading the relationship thing, because I think that different people lead in areas depending on where they excel at. So for instance, like a man might be leading in terms of like, you know, he works a certain job and so he's going to dictate the family schedule, maybe even like where you live to some extent if he's got to move for work. But like I seriously doubt the man is going to be like telling the woman, this is the grocery list, you need to buy these things for the household, you need to do this, or like you have to make sure they go to school and all that. Like the woman will be like a leader in that area. Of course. Like in areas where you butt heads, I would be surprised if a relationship survives very long if there's like a constant like one person wants this and the other person's like, no, we're doing this, bitch.
Let me clarify, because yes, you're correct. My position is anything significant that needs to be done, the man needs to be the main decision maker. And then like I see what you're saying, like delegate authority, she does this, she does that, blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, like she's operating like when she's grocery shopping, I'm buying the food that my husband likes and the kids like, I'm buying what what he likes. So though she is the one making
like, the
the
man
decision.
is like, I'm earning the money that my family likes to fucking spend. You know?
Come on.
Like, I mean,
yeah, but that's your duty as the man, is to support the family. But like my thing is, I think the general frame of the relationship has to be controlled by the man.
I'm curious, like what is like one, like give me an example of like a big disagreement issue on that, because for a lot of these I would view these as being basically relationship enders if you have a significant disagreement here.
Okay, so like when you say that, you mean as in like what would, like if I disagreed on this, I wouldn't fuck with her at all?
What? No, like if a man and a woman, where the woman has to follow the man's lead on something they disagree on, like what would be an example issue like that, where it's both in their domain, where they both have a strong opinion on it, but the woman eventually has to acquiesce to the man? Like what would an example topic be for that?
Oh yeah, sure. Politics. Like
is it how she votes, or
like well, women? I don't think women should. But that was actually on the list. I don't think women should vote. I know you probably disagree with that.
Probably. Yeah.
I think we should repeal the 19th Amendment. But and I can give my position why. But like for example, if she like doesn't align with you politically or ideologically, like on certain cultural things, like that's a deal breaker. Like if she, like if she's like a raging Democrat, right, and you're a conservative, like that's probably going to create problems for you in the future.
But these would probably be deal breakers to date, period.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah, like she's got to be on the frame.
Issue where it's like the woman strongly believes one thing and the man strongly believes another. Like let's say that like you've got family in Arkansas, family in Nebraska, and you guys live in Iowa, and it's like, okay, 50-50, we need to figure out where we want to move, and one side's just like, we're going here or it's over. Like I don't think there's ever a world where it's like, the woman's like, okay, yeah, we'll go live with your family. I agree with that 100%. Like,
yeah, I would think the man needs to make the decision there. But the thing is that when he picks where to move, 9 out of 10 times it's going to be because of where he works, right? So like it's for the betterment of the family.
That's what I'm trying to think of. Like when you say the woman follows the man, like on what issue? Like what is like a thing they could have a disagreement on where she
wouldn't follow him?
Where she has to follow him.
Where she has to?
Because it feels like everything that you're following the man on, the husband's going to be following the woman on, like on the things that she's doing, and then she's following him on the things that he's doing. Like where are these disagreements? Does that make sense what I'm saying?
I'm a little confused by
when you say the woman has to follow the man, the implication is that both of them might have an opinion on the same thing, but the woman has to acquiesce to the man's opinion on it. So I'm asking like, what topic could that ever be?
Well, she's also following because she has the same worldview too.
Okay,
it's not like she's like, oh my God, like it's not like dragging her
in the same path. Then you're not really,
like she agrees with the worldview, which is why it's so much easier for her to follow. But let's say there is to answer your question, let's say there's a discrepancy in worldview. At the end of the day, even if she doesn't like it, she's got to follow him. Is my position.
Sure. I'm just curious, like, what is an example, like what worldview, like what topic, subject, thing?
It could be okay, let's say they both have a job, right?
Yeah.
Like my job is here, your job is here. We got to move though because I make more money here. She needs to follow the man, even though, and be willing to sacrifice her career for him.
I would agree with what you say there, but there was an important added thing that you put there, which is because he makes more money. So like, do you think that the same thing would follow? Let's say a guy's working, he's 40, 50K a year, and she's doing some nice HR job, she's making 120 a year, and the guy's like, I've got an opportunity to make 60,000 a year, we got to move. Does the woman be like, yeah?
Well, this is where I come in, where I say
women shouldn't have more money than.
Yeah, you need to make more money than your girl. So like that wouldn't even happen in my worldview because it's like you need to make enough money. My position is you need to make so much goddamn money where she works off of wanting to do it, and it's a job where it's from home, so it's elective. I don't think women should be in the workplace when she's with you. From a position where she has to. It needs to be elective. And I think whenever a woman makes more money than her man, it just creates problems.